Can I look at one or two law firms when I'm considering lateraling? I understand this question and I understand the motive behind it. You finally made the decision to go out into the market and look at opportunities. It's a daunting one, just the enormity of the decision and also how much time it's going to take on top of your already overly full-time job. So I do understand that. And then when you get a list of the active opportunities, active searches, and depending on the length, it's even more overwhelming. So the natural reaction is to pull back and say, let's look at one or two. And if they don't work out, we'll go back to the list. Let me talk about the downside of that strategy, unless only one or two of the firms fit your priorities. You immediately go to, well, I'm not gonna be able to do all those interviews. And I'm here to say statistically, you're not gonna get all those interviews. And they are not all gonna turn into offers. But the bigger part that you maybe don't foresee is getting to the end of the process. You have an offer to leave your firm, and the only comparison you have to that offer is your current firm. How do you make this decision with one data point? How do you know this is the best opportunity you have for partnership? How do you know this is going to offer you the best lifestyle, the most interesting clients, the best work, the culture that works best for you? That's really hard to assess if you have no comparison points other than your current firm. And there's no going back at that point. You can't ask other firms to try to catch up to where you are in the process. And frankly, they've been moving on with their searches while you've been doing yours piecemeal, and they may not even be available anymore. So here's what I'd rather you do. Don't decide on how many submissions based on number, base it on your priorities. Trust me, there's enough differences in law firms that you're going to organically narrow down that list rather than arbitrarily. And then, if you're paired with an effective recruiter, let your recruiter manage the timing of that process so you're not overwhelmed. And then you'll still understand your marketability. I'm Nicole Donnelly, Cardinal Search Partners, and I'm here to help.